In this video, I'll be going over my 3 businesses in the automotive industry, talking about which ones are thriving right now, which one has suffered a little bit of a hit, and if all of them are recession-proof or not. So this is a follow-up to the video that I posted yesterday on the 5 different types of businesses anytime, but specifically during a recession. So with that in mind, I thought it would be cool to step into my own life and talk about my specific business ventures. If you're not familiar, I do automotive marketing, detailing, and arbitrage, which is essentially the fancy word for flipping or car hacking, buying something strategically and driving it such that I either make money or end up breaking even, having no net cost into driving something really cool most of the time. So with that, which are going well right now, which have kind of drawn back, and what would I recommend to any of you who may be in the industry right now or who may be thinking about getting into the industry. So the good news is that all 3 of my businesses are doing just fine. My automotive marketing business is going up, my detailing business is definitely going up, and the automotive arbitrage business is kind of flatlined. But for anyone who would be now entering the market, wanting to start flipping vehicles or start learning how to car hack and drive for free, now is the perfect time to do so given the market conditions. So automotive marketing is my breadwinner. It's my bread and butter. It's the thing that I do the most. And it's essentially just helping individuals market their vehicle better so that they can sell it for top dollar or so that they can sell it faster as a private party seller rather than trading it into CarMax or taking it into a dealership or selling it for less than it's worth and taking a long time to do so on the private party market. I step in, I take better photos, write a better description, promote it better, and as a result, we're able to get the vehicle sold faster, easier, and for top dollar. So with this economic downturn that we've faced, a lot of people right now are wanting to liquidate. They want to sell their current vehicle. They may even need to sell their current vehicle because they lost their job. They need the funds, or they're just reassessing their investments, where they're spending their money. And they're saying, I don't know if I want this auto loan right now. I don't know if I want the $600 a month payment or whatever it is specifically. I don't know that I need this car. I don't know that we as a family need this extra vehicle. We should sell it right now and just move on. We should cut our losses and take our money. And so with that, a lot of people right now are needing to sell their vehicle really fast. And because the market's down, they think that it's worth more than it may be given the market conditions. So I can step in and make their vehicle stand out, get to the top of the market so it can demand a premium relative to the market conditions and help it sell in a snap. So I'm incredibly needed right now, and I've taken on a lot more clients for that reason specifically. On top of that, CarMax is closed and a lot of dealerships aren't keen on taking in trade-ins. And so a lot of people who want to sell their car, who are willing to just fire sell it in a snap, don't have that solution, or they don't have that option. They need someone like me to come in and help them market it better. So that's my auto marketing business, and that has gone upwards. And with that, I also offer a supplementary detailing service as well. And that has just skyrocketed as of lately given the conditions as well. So as you know, there's a big pandemic across the world, across the US, across the state. And as a result, people are concerned now more than ever about germs and bacteria and getting sick. And so while I used to do detailing just to address cosmetics and making the vehicle look nicer and smell better, now I'm also focused on disinfecting the vehicle, killing all of the germs on the door handles and the steering wheel and the shift knob and the radio buttons and basically everywhere that someone would touch, so that people are safer, so that people are healthier. And I can step in and offer either a disinfecting service or a traditional detailing service coupled with a disinfecting service and sell that for a premium right now. And especially with the automotive marketing clients that I work with, I'm able to offer that together on top of their automotive marketing package and say, hey, we have this incredibly well photographed car, well written ad, blasted out on every single platform, and this vehicle has been disinfected thoroughly so that whoever buys the vehicle is not going to get sick, is not going to contract this disease, which is a huge selling point because a lot of people right now are scared, and although they have the free time to go buy a new vehicle and they have the desire to possibly go buy a new vehicle, a lot of people are a bit weary to do so because they don't want to contract the virus. And if I can step in as the auto marketer and detailer or disinfector and make it so that all of these problems are alleviated, then my client's able to sell their vehicle a lot more seamlessly and for more money. It's a huge marketing advantage, not only to have the car photographed well and the description written well, but also having that vehicle very thoroughly cleaned and disinfected. It makes it stand out like crazy. And so given the conditions that we're faced with right now, both of those businesses have skyrocketed and they're doing incredibly well. Now, if you want to learn how to run this business, I'm actually running a promo right now where I'm doing my automotive marketing course, and that's being sold at the regular price. But given the conditions right now, I know that a lot of people need jobs and they need work. So for anyone wanting to start an automotive marketing business, I've also included and packaged a free course on how to start an automotive detailing business. So you're getting 2 courses for the price of 1 if you hit the link in the description. And on top of that, there's also a coupon code so you can save even more money, because I know how tight money is for a lot of people right now. And if you don't have anywhere to direct your time, attention, etc., then you'll end up wasting it. And I don't want to see you wasting time. I want to see you making the most of the opportunity that we have right now. Wouldn't it be incredible to kind of step back, bunker down, develop a skill set, your very own business, and start that up and take on clients right away? You're able to profit from this from the get-go as well. So little plug there, I know, but it's something that I very truly authentically believe in, and I think it could potentially benefit you depending on your circumstance. So hit the link in the description if that sounds like something you may be interested in. But now for my third and final business in the auto space, which is arbitrage, buying and selling vehicles and car hacking vehicles. So right now I only have one vehicle, which is right here. It's my 95 NSX. And I would be really scared, pretty screwed actually, if I had a whole fleet of vehicles or if I had a lot of cars, a whole dealership to myself. I would be panicked right now. But given that I only have one vehicle, I'm not scared. And so what arbitrage is strategically buying a vehicle under the market value and then driving it and selling it so that you don't lose any money on it, or buying it under value and turning back around and selling it for more than you bought it for and profiting from that difference. Well, what I've decided to do with this NSX that I've had for maybe half a year now is I've just been driving it, and if you look at how the values generally trend, these cars are collector's vehicles, so they're going upwards right now. Well, with the market correction, that upward trend is still going on. They're still appreciating in value, but the whole line got shoved down because of the market. So everything just got pushed down. But relative to how much I bought the car for versus how much I could sell it for right now, I'm still in the green. I would still clear a profit if I sold the car today. So I'm not scared, I'm not weary whatsoever. And right now, more than ever, is an incredible time to get into the automotive arbitrage scene, into that space, and start your own business in that area because of supply and demand right now. People are losing their minds, fire selling everything that they have. And with that, you can get things way below market value and get incredible deals and either turn that back around on the market right away, flip that for a profit, or hold that vehicle as the market corrects. That car is naturally going to appreciate and go up in value as the market corrects and as the market heals. So on top of being able to get a good deal from the get-go, you'll also have the market that goes up where you're going to clear a massive profit on any vehicle that you buy right now. So if you're interested in learning about that, you can hit the link in the description as well for my automotive arbitrage course. Now, before this video wraps up, I want to let you in on the secret as to how I'm able to stay profitable in all of these businesses, and that's something called overhead. So most businesses have some level of overhead, possibly pretty high overhead. They have to pay for a shop space, they pay for electricity and utilities and employees, and they have all of these expenses that even if they're not pulling in money, pulling in revenue, they still have to pay these things out. Well, with how I have my businesses structured and with how I teach you to structure your very own business in the courses below, you don't have much overhead at all. And in auto marketing, you don't have any overhead. In detailing, you don't have any overhead either. You have to buy a few products from the get-go. I would say you would spend maybe $10 or $20 to acquire the products for marketing and maybe $100 to get started in detailing. But if you have more than $100, then that's all you have to invest to get the business off the ground, and you don't have any recurring cost. You don't have any overhead. So even if you didn't run your business right now, developing the knowledge and the skill set so that when times do improve, even though they're really good right now for this industry, you could still kind of coast along without losing any money compared to, let's say, a coffee shop that has to pay for electricity and light and water and shipments of coffee grounds and employees and all of these things just to sell a single $3 cup of coffee per hour. No, this is a highly profitable industry, and the way that I have my businesses structured, it's very highly profitable as well. And so there's no overhead and super high profit, so I'm still clearing an incredible difference and an incredible profit with that. And the last thing, if you've stuck around this far in the video, that I'll share about the businesses is something that I'm a little bit reluctant or hesitant to share because it's so good and because it's so powerful. And that's the notion of customer acquisition cost. So a lot of these different businesses have some level, if not a high level, of customer acquisition cost. And basically what that is how much money you have to pay out to get a customer. So let's say you have a detailing business or an automotive marketing business, and you put an ad in the local newspaper for $100, and that ad goes out, and then you get customers from that, right? Well, what if no one takes you up on your offer right now because no one's reading the newspaper, or they're not reading that section of the newspaper? They're just reading the headline that says, oh no, COVID's going crazy, we're in a pandemic, we're in a recession, things are horrible, the world's horrible. And they don't pay any attention to your ad. And so they don't call you up and they don't hire you out. You're out $100 because you just spent $100 to try to get a customer, and you didn't even get anyone in the door. You didn't get any clients from that. Well, with how I have all of my businesses set up in the auto industry, and with how I teach all of the students in the courses to set up their very own businesses, there are no customer acquisition costs. So you're not spending any money before you take on a client. You get your $100 or $200 fee, maybe even more, for your services from the client, and then you deliver on a very small expense. So for detailing, it's maybe $10 to $20 per detail if you're charging $200. If you're doing the quick detail, it's less than $5 in material expense, and you charge anywhere from $50 to $100. So you're clearing a massive profit with that. And then with auto marketing, my packages are $200, and the expense with that is about $25. So I'm clearing $175 profit every time I take on a client. And again, I'm not paying out in order to take on clients. So I get the client, I get their $200, I spend that $25, and then I keep the profit. There's nothing going out before I take on the client. With that in mind, if I even shut everything down, I wouldn't have any operating cost. And if I wanted to start it back up, it's very lean to where I don't have customer acquisition cost. I don't have to spend thousands of dollars on ads to try to get a Shopify store started, or I don't have to invest in a whole bunch of products for Amazon FBA. Like, no, this is entirely different. And while I don't have a 6 or 7 figure a month store, I'm keeping everything that I'm pulling in for the most part. I have very high profit margins and I have no overhead. So it's an incredible business model and opportunity for me that's essentially recession proof. And that's why I wanted to hop on and make this video, just to share kind of my path and my side of what's going on, why I'm so happy during this recession, why I feel uplifted and why I feel confident and fine. I'm not scared about losing my job or losing everything that I own, losing all of my money, because I still have clients that need me. I can still serve and deliver to a very high and powerful degree with marketing and detailing right now specifically. And with Arbitrage, the amount of opportunities that have opened up because everyone's fire selling their vehicles right now is incredible. And so with that, I'm thriving in this time of recession. And I hope that you can make the most out of your recession, your pandemic as well, in whatever form that takes. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, share this out to any business owner who needs to see it. Share this out to any automotive enthusiast who needs to start their own business. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, if you are interested in starting your very own entrepreneurial endeavor in the automotive industry, hit the link below. I have some crazy offers and promotions going on right now, so this is the best time to get started. Maximize the time that you have while you're trapped, while you're quarantined in your house and in your bedroom. Leverage it, make the most of it, and help people, help others with the business that you start to.